I appreciate the commitment. I appreciate the commitment. Everyone gets high.
I really wanted to see how long we were gonna go.
For clarification, right before I went live, I said whoever's silent the longest wins, and I just hit live. So, yeah, parse one.
Yeah. First one.
But like the fact that you said it 2 seconds before we went live,
Everyone took it.
everyone
Yeah.
went with it.
We were like, yeah, all right,
We
let's do
asked
it.
no questions.
Just went with
I
it.
didn't really give anyone time to.
We
Yeah.
asked not a single question, and you just hit live.
If we went for like 5 minutes, I would have done it, bro.
If we would have went 5 minutes, I would have broke. There's
Well,
no.
I was
was
chill.
like-
I was relaxed.
I was like,
all right,
we
bet.
should probably just stop sitting here silent.
My problem was I kept looking at the time, and I was like, another 15 seconds. Wow. I was like 30 seconds. Wow. I was like, and that's why I just had to stop looking. I was like, shit.
I could fit in this the whole.
Yeah, I was relaxed. I was like, oh. Like
Man,
once I was like, all right, everyone committed, but
we're all in it.
Yeah,
What's
but-
up, and welcome to another episode of Better Than Cable. You are in here this week. We're in here to talk. I don't remember any of the intro that I normally say. That's
You got
that's
it.
like, I just hit a hard wall. Yeah, I thought I was gonna do it. We got DJ Bobby B, the soft human weapon, and the hacker, and J-Treb in the building.
You went through it too quick. You
I
got-
didn't. I didn't say anyone's real
Dude,
name
names,
either.
You said
nicknames are
mine.
I
terrible.
said
dude,
DJ Bobby B.
What did you
horrible.
say?
I said DJ Bobby B, the soft human weapon, and the hacker.
Yeah, you said my full one.
That's not true. No, I didn't say anyone's like name after. I usually say
Oh,
the name and then the thing. I
You
just
don't
said
have to- you don't have
I
to
use
do
code
that.
names.
Yeah,
You gotta be
code names.
locked in. You gotta be subscribed to
know.
get those. Subscribe
Yeah.
because when I say it, the button like highlights on YouTube.
Does it? That's weird.
And if you say like, the like button will pop up on their
That's
phones
sick.
and on their computers.
I
It'll
don't
get
know if I
larger.
like that. We should.
I actually do like it because sometimes I am watching a channel and like I'll watch like a few videos and I haven't subscribed. So then they'll say it in a video and the subscribe button will pop up and be like, oh, you're actually kind of worth the subscribe.
I feel like I have not noticed this feature.
Well, I mean, how many times do you watch YouTube when you're able to see the buttons?
That's a good point. Not a lot.
Yeah.
That's what my second monitor is for.
Yeah.
I think
So
it
it's
only
just
does it
full
on
screen
playback.
on
It's not.
whatever I'm
It's not
watching.
doing it.
Oh,
for me right now.
no. It doesn't on playback. Sorry. It's not going to do it right now on the live.
No.
No, they're not
Yeah,
there.
it's
It'll
like
do it on the
after.
playback.
That'd
When
be-
you
that'd be
watch
like-
tomorrow for those cool effects.
That would be like
Yeah.
the apples, like the.
Yeah, the
Is it-
reaction.
Oh, yeah,
Is
the
it
reactions. Yeah. Oh,
I
my
think this
God.
is like the balloons.
I don't
Or
even
what's
know,
the
man.
balloon?
It's
We
like-
always
yeah, it's
triggered
like
them on
some shit,
accident.
yeah.
Like, I never even knew.
There's like
No one
thumbs
knows
up.
what.
But
the
man,
actual
look, you
test
brought us
is.
perfectly into a segue to talk about Apple and this
Hell
new
yeah.
drop that they got. iOS 26 jumping how many numbers? 7 numbers or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
To make
was
it with a year.
confused.
You were confused, but I mean, like,
It
at-
makes more sense now.
18 is current.
Yeah,
It goes to
think-
26.
I only am with it because of the fact that the numbers were getting too much to handle with how many operating systems there were.
No,
Yeah.
just
Like,
keep
hold
them
on,
the
what-
number of the
what-
generation.
What TVOS were they on before this?
Who cares?
And but
Because if I see the number, I know it's the 6th TVOS.
okay,
I don't know if
okay,
they're on
okay, okay.
six.
I
That's
see
the
what you
point.
mean.
No
I
one-
see what you
no
mean.
one cares about the
they're
software.
completely removing
I
the
think that's the
number
point.
build.
Yeah.
They're removing the build
no one
number,
gives the-
which does take away
No
some
one
of that
even
feel.
cared about the. No one even cared about the number in the first place.
I
right?
care.
I did a little bit.
I think
that's
it's
what I was
important.
about to say. Like I
I
like
think
the
if-
unification, but it was cool to be like, this is the 18th one.
Yeah,
Like I've had
yeah.
them since
This
the
is
first
version.
one.
Yeah.
Like
But now, so we're at 26.
I mean, you can always.
If the next one's 33,
It's
and
like
then
renaming-
the one after that's 22.
No, it's gonna go to.
I think it's
What?
renaming
It's gonna go by the
the
year.
OS
now.
in the first place, right? Like, I mean, it's the similar kind of thing. It's just they're like,
But-
screw it, like we're gonna have a new versioning system. I mean, every company does this eventually, you know.
but
Well,
but,
no,
but, are,
I'm
but are
just
they gonna do
like-
it to the phones now too?
Apple had the one good way of doing stuff.
I mean, they already
And
did
now
it to
they're
the phone,
just
right?
like,
They just
we're
skipped
going to be
9.
idiots like everyone else.
They skipped 9 and went to
Well,
10.
no,
right? Like,
no, they skipped a number, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like they hopped right back on numbers. So my thing is the next iPhone gonna be iPhone 26, like or iPhone
No.
27 because it's gonna drop in September. But then
Yeah.
27 is gonna be running iOS 26 until June.
no, but if they
This is
they
now
do,
I
like-
see it's stupid. Okay, never mind. I've explained myself.
if
enough.
you start going the iPhones in the 20s, I feel like, dude, who's gonna buy like an iPhone 28? You know, like what
Who
kind
the
of
fuck was gonna
I
buy an
actually-
iPhone 16? We said the
Like-
same thing. We said this shit back in
Like,
the day,
I'm
and we're
at that
doing
point.
it.
If you
Like,
name
what-
the hardware
happening?
the
Like-
year, I think it's better.
But then I'm thinking we're cars and phones on cars.
Well, but people sell phones, and not everyone knows what a phone came out.
You're right, but I feel like the phone number is more important to me than the iOS number because I do enjoy, like, even though my 16 is truly a 17, I enjoy the fact that they had the numbers. But they already broke the system when they stopped the S's, in my opinion. I liked the S system. I liked the number, the S, the number, the S, because it was like, that was a cool system. It slowed down the numbers so you didn't end up getting the 20 quick as fuck. I appreciated that. Yeah. But like if they go with it now, I want them to change all the names of the phones. Whether they go Pro, Air, regular, like no but way. Just like I'd rather that.
It's gonna be Pro.
Because I can see iPhone Pro, iPhone Air.
Apple's always had Pro.
Dude, their iterations every year are so minute at this point.
Bro,
where it's like,
nothing.
dude, just go back to the S, where it's like you do 17S.
That's why they switched off the S.
But the S was nice because you knew you were gonna have the S was an unimpressive phone with really impressive interface.
Just polished. It
polished. It was a polished version of the phone you just got.
Years type of shit.
But this is why, that's why they got rid of the S, because the S implied the next full numbered phone would be a big redesign.
Yeah,
and they weren't gonna do that anymore.
You're right.
So they didn't want to imply that anymore.
Yeah, but then
because now they need like 5 cycles for that shit.
Yeah,
and it's like I think you are right in the sense that they're not gonna hit 20 on a phone, but like I just don't know what the naming convention will be.
I wouldn't mind if they hit 20 on a phone.
I don't mind it either. I think it's cool.
Galaxy S25 Ultra.
Yeah. But see, those are year titles.
Who cares?
But I'm saying the Galaxy, they switched off numbers a while ago and switched to years.
When it gets above 20, it's kind of nasty to me. I mean, like an iPhone 21. Like, dude, what is that, dude?
I mean, right now we literally live in a world with the Samsung Galaxy Ultra S25. That's a crazy fucking phone title.
I feel like if they want anything else too, it would be like the iPhone Venice, and I'm not gonna buy that.
I'd buy
iPhone
it.
Venice.
They fucking get me with a weird fucking title like that. I don't know what it is, man. I kind of fucking like that. I don't know. It hit the ears right.
But they wouldn't do it because it would take away from branding of iPhone.
Oh hell yeah!
Be the Venice,
I mean, they don't even like
Venice.
the Mac OSs. They used to want you to know the names of them. They don't care if you know the names anymore. The names are inconsequential. They're like, this is the new one, and there's the name.
Didn't Big Sur have like 4 major versions? Or something?
It did, but like Big Sur was a great software in my opinion too. I'm not even gonna cap. Catalina was a little weird, a little hard to get used to.
El
Big
Capitan
Sur was good. El Capitan, that was old school. That was a good one back in the day.
Yeah.
Snow Leopard,
Leopard.
Man, that's an OG. That's the purple background. I got that on my iPad right now, just the background of it. Man, like I miss those softwares. But like, speaking of freaking softwares, how do you all feel about the new multiple iOSs?
Not
multiple iOSs, multiple operating systems that were dropped.
I like it.
Oh, hard stance.
It's optimizing. I mean, I like it because I'm like, it's optimizing for the device, right? Like, it doesn't care now. Like, it doesn't want to unify everything. It's like, all right, for this device, this is like the ultimate operating system, per device. I kind of like that aspect.
Was Windows Vista the ultimate?
I mean, Josh, you like the iPad OS stuff,
the
right?
iPad OS I love, but I don't know. Like, I don't think I like liquid glass. Like, I think I hate the look of it. It looks cheap. I don't know what about it, but when I saw them like slide that like lock screen button across, I was like, it looks cheap. It looks old. Yeah. It looks like the skeuomorphic design done wrong. If that makes sense.
For me, it was like I saw stuff on Twitter. When I saw like content creators on Twitter show it off, I was like, all right, this looks kind of tacky.
Yeah, and I mean, like you have the ability to change your shit now, which is kind of cool. So like, you can make all your apps not look like that.
It looks better when it's on your device.
Okay. I mean, I was about to say you have it, so you have more like hands on. Yeah. But when I was just looking at it, I was just like, I don't know, like the redesign. It's something about it that's just like, and I don't know, maybe I've just become a creature of comfort. The last major redesign was 7? Like, we've been living pretty much in the same version of this software for years.
Yeah, it's been 7.
Like,
it's actually been 7 this whole time.
Yeah, like everything's just been 7 with like a little twist on the like icons.
Thing was like the dynamic island and
and because like even like the dock shelf, they used to change that shelf every big update. Like every big update, like it would be like different how it was like viewed or how your icons were, whether it had a bar, didn't have a bar, like a like kind of like hollowed out 3D deck. I remember when they had that back in the day, but like we haven't changed those things in a long time. So,
dude, the camera change is also crazy. It's like back to like the old camera.
What do you mean by that?
Have you seen this?
No. Show it live. Show it on the cam.
So that's the camera right there.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
the
that's the
lens.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's the iPhone. That looks like the
icon.
iPhone 3GS icon,
yeah,
low-key.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
There's
that
another
that
one,
one's
too.
kind of crazy.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
recognize it anymore. You're like
But
looking
that's,
for the.
I think we were talking about that too. How this looks like the operating system that dropped on the iPhone 4, which I don't remember which one that was. Maybe that was
they
7.
developed it
But, like,
alongside Vista.
But maybe they did, honestly. But like, I mean, that's not, those years are way closer than you think. But like, I don't know, that software just, it looked like something of the past, and I just wasn't
Yeah.
ready for it. Then I saw it on the iPad and was like, oh, this is cool. It's cool as a in between desktop and in between phone operating system. It looked way cooler. But they brought so many features to the iPad software that I was like, I'm here for everything you just added because I've been an iPad power user and you just made it a computer. They added every like Mac OS creature comfort that people have like yelled about since the first iPad had a keyboard.
And Mac OS is getting it too, right?
What do you mean? Oh yeah,
Just
it's
the
getting
look,
it.
yeah.
But
yeah.
Mac OS never it never looks that much different. Even
yeah,
when they do big updates, it never behaves differently, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. Because you're still using the same applications,
Yeah.
and it's like they're optimized for what they're optimized for already.
They're way more fearful than Windows is. They haven't
Yeah.
really like that desktop operating system has been pretty fucking consistent since damn near like
But
since
Snow
Steve
Leopard.
Jobs was alive.
Yeah,
It's
since
running-
like
legit.
since Snow Leopard.
Yeah.
It's
like-
running into the same things Windows is running into at this point, though.
What do you mean?
Like Spotlight search breaking.
Yeah,
They had a big fucking thing about it. I use Spotlight so much, but I know the quirks of Spotlight.
Yeah,
and
facts.
what made me angry about this when I was looking at it, I was like, shit, I have to learn how to use Spotlight right.
Yeah.
Because I use it the wrong way because I know that like if I type this in this way, it's gonna show up even though that's not the way it's actually like in there. So it's like now I have to learn how to type it the right way, which is crazy to
yeah,
me.
yeah.
But that's
Dude, yeah,
a
no,
problem
it's-
Windows runs into from old
Yep.
search software. And
Spotlight Search is trying to do some kind of like AI prediction, but Apple sucks at AI.
Yeah, I don't think I'm
then
gonna
it,
use
like,
that.
pulls up the wrong thing. Sometimes you're looking up an application name and
Yeah,
it
it
tries
just
to do a web
gives you a
search.
link.
And you're
Yeah,
like,
it's
dude,
so
what are you
stupid.
doing, dude?
Or
so
what I
stupid.
run into,
Applications first, if anything.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
who the frick does a web search from Spotlight? You know,
dude,
like,
I run into so many times. I have so many documents on my computer that like it will search in line in a Pages document before
That's
giving me an
Yeah.
application name.
Yeah.
And I'm
It's
just
so-
like,
so
are you
stupid.
fucking serious right now?
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
so
you just
dumb.
pulled up a paper I wrote in college when I typed in like the first letters like RE or some shit. And it's like that's crazy.
in a PDF or something.
Yeah, and
right?
it's like, you want this paper from 2013? No, I don't. I really don't. Like, man. So I'm glad it's getting
It has
better, but
some-
they're trying
it
to
has
make
some
it so
AI
you can
bullshit
do.
on there.
Yeah, the shit that they're trying to add into it is
Yeah.
like you can send a message straight from it and say in another application. I'm like, that's a little too active. I don't believe y'all got all that. As a person who has seen what Spotlight is now, you all are making a lot of predictions.
I will try to web search a movie from Spotlight. And it will only give me the option to open the IMDb article.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Yeah.
And sometimes it won't
it's
even pop
horrible.
up the like search on Safari.
Yeah.
Like I hate that.
It's like, nope, you don't want to Google this.
It's like, no, you weren't just using this as a shorthand Google search bar. Maybe they do that because they have to pay Google every time or something. When
I don't care.
Google gets hit. No, I'm just saying, like maybe it's maybe it's broken on purpose. Like maybe feature
No,
not a bug.
I think
Maybe
they,
it
I think they
is,
pay
but-
Google a flat price every year. No,
I
something like that.
No, I don't think it's a flat price. Or maybe
I
Google, or does
would-
Google pay them? Is it the other way around?
No,
Google pays them
to
every
be the
time hit.
premier search engine. Yeah.
I was about to say there's some deal in which every time
Google pays them.
you go straight from address bar to Google search, there's someone gets paid. I forget which
Google
direction it
pays
goes.
them because it's the default on all Apple devices.
Yeah, and it's like you can change
Yeah.
it, but if you don't change
Yeah.
it, they get like
Yeah.
a kickback.
True.
No, but yeah, it just doesn't work. And I'm much more likely to believe it's just Apple running into the same issues Windows is from this operating system being skeletonized and then rebuilt, but the base is still
Yeah.
from whenever the first Mac
Yeah.
OS
And
came from.
like I guarantee you that Spotlight search has not been updated since Snow Leopard, like we
Yeah.
keep saying, where it's
No,
like
legit.
when it was introduced, it has not moved. Like it's like they didn't think people were going to use it that much, and then they just left a broken piece of software on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Windows.
I mean, your Finder search doesn't work either. right?
Oh
like
yeah. Finder. It's
search,
one of those things you have to learn how to
that's like
use
the
it the
most
wrong
useful
way.
thing ever.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
like the most useful thing ever. Dude.
I think that's the thing
so
about
much.
power
Search is like-
using
That's
one
another
operating
file.
system. If you power use Windows, you figure out the quirks of how to do it. If you power use Apple, you figure out the
Yeah.
quirks of how to do it.
No,
And then if you
exactly.
try to switch either operating system, you
Sure.
realize all the broken shit.
Yep.
Like,
Well, yeah, but it's like I see a lot of parallels to what Windows is running into in
Yeah.
the current Mac OSs.
Yeah.
So they both need to just start from scratch, but they're not going to do that.
I was about to
'cause that would
say,
be bad.
asking companies that are valued over billions of dollars or trillions in Apple's case to be like, start from scratch.
They do need to though.
Oh, 100%.
The more interesting part is like you can literally run like a bash command to like search through folders for like certain file names, and that'll literally run better than file search.
Oh,
Like,
I
how does that even
guarantee
make
it.
sense?
I guarantee
Yeah.
it does.
If you can run a bash command that like actually does the job,
Just
it's
finds
actually
everything.
great.
Because it's become bloated and it has modifiers to be used in 12 other features of the
Yeah.
operating system.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like what
overloaded.
it's searching through and how it's searching is a type of file directory that probably is not even the structure of what it was built for. Like it was built to search through something completely different
Yeah,
than
it's
what
some
it's
kind of
searching
like
through
the
right now.
schema. The schema's screwed up, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
some DB search, right?
And it's like yeah, if you were using an operating system in 2009, this would probably work. Like
And you guys know, like a project lead on a development thing would be like, we're not rebuilding search. Search works.
yeah. Or it'll be like, do you see these like flagship features we're trying to launch? Why are you
yeah,
paying
we're-
attention to
we're
search?
not
Like, it's
rebuilding
like
search.
one
We have
one
other
person's
stuff
in the
to
corner
figure
trying
out.
to save search for everybody, and they're like, if you don't
we're
stop
just talking
and,
about
get
technical
working on the
features.
features that we have to make commercials for, like,
Yeah.
man. Yep.
No,
And
dude,
then you
it's
end
just
up
real
with
life.
broken AI and broken searches.
Yep.
Yeah, no, they push so many new features that everyone's working on the new stuff and no one has time to work on the old stuff, right? Like that's
Yeah.
literally like life in software engineering.
Yep.
So
Apple has run hard into like the Microsoft wall.
Oh yeah, but I think is it inevitable in capitalism? I mean, I'm not trying to get like crazy into a deep end of things, but like, is it kind of inevitable in the system that they're kind of playing, where it's like you get to the top, you're so afraid of not staying at the top that you want to keep everything so same, and then it's like that's almost your downfall. Like your downfall is the fact that now someone can come in with something different and take your market share because they dared to do something different.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it doesn't
crazy-
have
the
to be
crazy
that
part
way.
is
You could
no
just
one's
have a
doing it,
company
though.
that.
Oh
would
yeah,
actually-
100%. But I that's what I'm saying. Like we understand that on this level, but it's like when they're holding all the money and they're trying not to fuck it up, they're more saying like, keep the ship going in this direction. Don't make a turn, even if we made a turn, there's some cool shit over there.
Yeah.
Like, and I guess that's like it's easy for us to see that it's like, hey, rebuild it. We'll fucking use the new one. We'll figure out the bugs. We'll get the new one to a level of what this one is at. But like they don't think that. They're like, oh no, all we can see is that people will jump ship.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you got to make more money than last year. It's like it puts you into that system of like
But
keep
like,
everything the same.
If you never do an IPO, you don't.
Yeah, you're right. But these are very public companies. These are
Well,
companies.
no, that's what I'm saying though. Like you could
If they would have
have.
stayed private, they'd also be scary. Like Apple as a $1 trillion private company.
Yeah. No, that'd be,
I'm not disagreeing. but
that'd be crazy.
they could have kept innovating things, and instead they settled down.
Maybe they just need new leadership. Maybe this is one of those things where, like, in our lifetime, they'll get a change in leadership that'll really do it. Because I'd argue Tim Cook, ever since he has stepped in, has been a very, I'm just going to lead us to the
Yeah.
same promised land that Steve Jobs said. Like,
they're like, dude, I think one of their main key things is like if Apple Intelligence was actually good, like wouldn't people like be talking about iPhones all the time? It's like, yo, my iPhone is able to automatically send emails for me and shit like that, right? Like whatever they were promising before, if they actually like delivered on like even half of that stuff,
Even the Vision Pro.
I feel
I
like
would- yeah.
Like Vision
everyone
Pro
would be
is
talking
supposed to
about
be
Apple
so
so
sick.
differently right now.
yeah, I mean, like, I would love to even know, because iPhone has such a large percentage base of users. What percent of that even wants AI? Well, no, I'm saying like what percent of that base is like, I want something different, or do they just want what this is because of the fact that like
I think if
Apple's
it
become
works,
reliable?
everyone
Okay,
wants it.
I would say there's
I think if it's
like
like-
maybe less than half of iPhone users probably don't even
Because
need
like
a
yeah, because I was about to say like I want to know how many people have
right?
how
Like-
many people intentionally turned on
let's say
the new
60-40.
Apple AI features,
Yeah.
and how many people left them off.
40%
Like I
of
would love to
people
know those numbers that they'll
probably-
never release.
yeah.
Like,
like I'd say 40% of people like would probably never use it, but there is that 60%.
Yeah.
I think like 60% of Apple users are like super fans, right? Like those are the people like buying iPhones probably like almost every year to like, you know.
But like I'm a super
sometimes
fan and I
skip
don't
a
think I
year,
really
you know?
want it, but I have different hangups with like
Yeah.
AI being
Yeah.
in all my shit with a company that already has all my shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But I mean, like
I'm more
Apple's
likely to use
promise
the
of
AI that has
privacy
less
and
of my
stuff like
data
that.
than
That's
use a
like
company that has
one
all
of the
of my
main
data.
reasons like you use iCloud, right? Like Apple already has your data, right? Type of
Yeah,
shit.
and I
So, but
think I
it's
think
like-
I think that makes me as a customer who has that much shit in Apple more fearful
Yeah.
of an AI being involved in my shit. Whereas like if there's a company where it's like I can sign up with this Gmail that I don't really use and like I could use your shit, it's like you have way less of my data. You don't have my cards, you don't have my bank information. Whereas like Apple's probably got fucking everything
that's
on
true.
me. Like every time I've ever
Yeah.
logged into anything important, it was on an Apple
Apple
device.
has
Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Apple has literally everything on us.
But I mean, to kind of get back to the keynote, I feel like the beginning was super AI, and then they kind of went back
Yeah.
to old school Apple keynote for the second half of like just explaining the software.
Yeah.
Because their AI isn't going to work.
And it seemed like they were like AI. Okay, cool. You guys want to see some cool design shit? Because we designed something that looks nice.
Yeah.
Like, and that was old Apple, where they kind of just wanted to show off what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
I know, man. They had nothing. I think like there was some reporters like trying to push on them, like, "Yo, where is this thing?" And like they just said it's not even close to ready. Basically, that was their response.
There's no way it could be. They had such a back foot, like when it came to every
Yeah.
other company. Like every other company was pushing this shit hard, and it's like they waited so
Like an
long.
Yeah, you have
Two
to invest
years.
early. Like they
Yeah.
invested too late. And I don't know if you guys saw this, but they also put out like a paper saying how like the current models like don't actually know how to like think logically.
Yeah.
And the funniest part is that, dude, Apple is the one company that's all the way behind on this stuff. So it's
Yeah.
like they clearly
It's
don't
like
just.
if
do,
this is true,
what's
you
right in
all are
front of
still
them.
the
You know what I'm
worst.
saying? Like, dude, it's like, what are you guys talking about? Like, of course, it's not perfectly logically accurate, but it's like you have to utilize what value it does have, right? It's like they're not even doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What if Apple low key
That's
made
the
like
main reason they're
a
buying.
really good one, but
Yeah.
it got like a little Ultron-y? Like, you know, like
Start
what if
shutting
they
everything
actually
down.
did make
Well,
a
that
really
was
good?
also my other theory. Is that they made the evil one.
Yeah, that's what, like, because I was like, what if we're just getting like their second try, like, and they actually like poured a couple billion into it, and they were like, actually, we should have to cut that
They,
off.
messed up.
they
Like,
turned it on for the first time. It started singing the song, and they just pulled the plug.
It was one of those where it's like we put it on 2 iPads and we still
There
don't
ain't
know what
no
those are doing.
strings
Like it's like
on
they're just communicating with each other in a language we don't understand, and they shut down half of Apple Park. Like it's like
yeah.
because it's like I don't know they're a company that's poised to be the best at this and very much
Yeah.
the worst at this.
Yep.
And it's like but then again Google, also a company that I feel should be poised to be one of the best, is just now entering like the race in a way with something competitive, because I feel like Gemini wasn't
Gemini,
getting talked about until the newest
Yeah, no,
update
this-
where people were like, holy shit,
Yeah.
wait, Gemini
There
might
was
be able to do
updates
something.
where-
Like
Yeah, Google's on the map. Like
it
they're
was
in
telling
the
people
lead
to eat
right
rocks for like 4 months
New
first.
update.
Like
Yeah.
so
That was
like
great.
yeah, that's what I'm
A lot
saying.
of
So it's
time.
like
It was taking the Onion articles and
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I feel like Apple's never been good at AI because Siri has always been garbage. You know, like I think that's where it started. It's like, yo, they suck at
Siri
this.
was
you know?
cool on the iPhone.
I was about to
4.
say Siri was advanced as fuck. And then it never got really updated. It was
Yeah.
another thing that they
Like Spotlight
It's always been the same
like you gotta
thing.
keep in mind,
Yeah.
Siri was developed for fucking DARPA. Like
Yeah.
Siri was cool for
Yeah.
the time. It was advanced for what it was. Apple got it right after it was like no longer a classified government secret.
Yeah.
Like this was a real like intense like lockdown, like really developing this software. They get it. They're like, okay, it's in all of our phones, and then they expected us to kind of think that was cool for several too long years.
Yeah.
Like they were like, you still don't like the fact that it could set a timer? And it's like, yeah, but what else? Like,
Yeah.
it's
It
crazy.
doesn't do anything, dude.
I mean,
So, I mean-
I like it for what it's good for, but
Well,
it's
it
the
just
equivalent of
misunderstands
voiceover.
people still.
Yeah,
No,
like
that's the thing. It
I don't ask it to
always
send
misses
text
what you
messages,
say.
but I love it to set a reminder and set a timer.
I use it in my car the most, I feel like.
Well, that too.
In the car, I'll be like,
I
yo,
like it.
call,
I like
blah,
it to
blah.
tell. I like to tell it to play a song.
I tell it to play songs.
Yeah,
That's
tell
how
it
I
to
do
play
it.
songs.
It's I'm not gonna lie. This is also new. This is a newer Siri update, but it's integration and ability to play inside of Spotify as well. I enjoy because I can tell it to play a song in Spotify over Apple. Now it is a 60-40 for if it's going to hit or miss on Spotify.
Yeah, no, and it misses a lot.
I was about to say, I
the
have both
song name
streaming
is
services,
always
so
wrong.
sometimes I don't peep that it played it on the other one. But like, it is a 60-40. But it's cool that it's supposed to and can do it sometimes. And that is a lot of caveats.
Also,
I now
it doesn't pick
realize.
up the song name sometimes, right? Like you'll say the one song name and then it picked it up totally wrong.
Yeah, but like I'll start getting detailed. Like I'll say like name of song, artist, album. And then if it doesn't get that, I'll put like year.
Okay, I don't know that
Like
album.
I was about to say,
That's
yeah, like I
wrong.
get deep.
That's
It's
my
like if
wrong.
you
I
know
don't
it,
know the
I was about to say, if you know the shit,
Yeah.
you can really get deep with it. But like sometimes you'll be like, play this song, and it'll be like playing songs from that artist, and it's like that's not what I wanted. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Because it won't know what song you said. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, no, man. But I mean, Apple. I don't know, man. What about glass? You guys didn't like it? The glass.
I don't like
liquid
it.
glass.
I think I don't like it on the phone only because on the watch it looked clean, on the iPad it looked clean. It's something about how they had it on the phone, and it has customization. So that's what I'm banking on. Like I can get it, I can make it look good for me. But like, I don't know. I looked at it and went, man, I wish I could just jailbreak my shit because this just looks like a jailbreak.
Yeah,
It looks like some shit that I would have downloaded in like on my iPod Touch back in the day.
100%.
I just see Windows Vista.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Like they
No,
just
I mean Windows Vista
took-
was not even close to as transparent though. No.
it
No,
was
you
it was a
could
little
set
frostier. It was a
you
little
could
frostier.
change it.
You could? I
You
didn't know
could
that.
change how opaque the panels were. They
Because
could be
I
perfectly
like
clear.
because Vista, all I think about is like frosty glass, just
Yeah.
Gaussian blur everything.
it launched is perfectly clear.
I didn't know that. Because I used to always change my my accents to be the silver to go with it because the silver looked cool on the frosted glass.
Facts.
And oh man, I used to love their silver. I did that on XP too. Their silver color used to be goated
Yeah.
back in the day.
No,
The
that's
theme
nice.
change.
Don't even have good Windows themes anymore.
Yeah, Vista
Not
was
at
on my
all,
laptop,
man.
so I use that a lot.
Let's talk about it. Those and Xbox themes too back in the day. 360
Yeah,
themes.
facts.
Oh man, you used to be able to make your shit look cool.
Dang.
That was crazy.
I had a PS3, but that made me want a 360.
Oh yeah,
I was like, I
PlayStation
want
hasn't
this.
changed their menu in years.
Yeah, it's the same
PlayStation said,
Same
"Look,
shit.
you gonna get this little
weighted header.
dynamic
Yeah,
background."
Yep.
The same
Yeah,
PlayStation.
same shit.
Maybe it's a
PlayStation
little
is in the
clearer.
same
Yeah, but yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I think of.
yeah.
I think of that frosted glass right there.
Yep.
It's still like definitely you see through it.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of things were taken from it, but we also left that design language, which I'm
did.
like, why
Yeah,
are we
they're bringing
copying
it
a
back.
design lange that was left behind? Even
Yeah.
though it was one of the most like celebrated design languages. Oh,
Dude,
Windows.
the funnier part is that Apple was like, shoot, we have nothing for Apple Intelligence. Let's get our design team to design some
Redesign
crazy
iOS.
shit.
To
make something
It's
clear.
fun.
But it's
You know,
like,
like
I don't know,
how
those-
long did they spend developing this glass, bro? Like
Yeah, it's
they
like
spent
liquid
hella
glass.
time.
It's
Well,
But it's,
that's
but it's
just-
also
they
like
just took away the AI team and was like, this is
Yo,
the project.
you guys
they
do
sent
this.
the AI team to design and said,
There
"You
has
keep your
been
job."
zero development on AI at Apple.
There's
since
no
the last
way.
time we heard from them.
It's like we're saying that, and there's like fucking 8 people who haven't slept, and they're just running off Red Bull and coffee, and they're like, "What the fuck? We're the AI team."
Exactly.
Legit.
Yeah, and they're garbage, bro.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Dude, I
like,
mean,
this is a
we
weird
feel like-
update because they want it to do a lot. Like you could hear it in their voices. They want us to love this. Like,
They want people
No,
to be
okay,
excited
so-
about it, but they're begging people to be excited about
One-
it. Steve didn't have to beg anyone.
man, he almost
Yeah.
made it sound like you weren't cool if you didn't fuck with it. He was like, "Yo, I'm about to show you
Yeah.
something. It's gonna blow your mind, and I'm gonna be nonchalant." Like, I missed the showmanship. That's really what
Yeah,
they need.
no
They need
facts.
I think they
fucking
need a
P.T. Barnum
harder.
up there.
They need a harder leader. They need like a Steve Jobs back, bro. Because they need someone to go to the engineers and be like, dude, if you don't get this done,
You're done.
All of you
You're
are
fired.
The
You're
next
gone.
day, you know, like
Yeah,
we need
as
that
much
type
as
of
as
people
much as I
to
don't
back at
agree
Apple.
with people working in that
Yeah.
atmosphere, it is what created some of the coolest shit that's ever existed on this planet.
I don't even think you have to do it that way. I don't think you have
probably
to be
don't.
hostile.
You probably don't. But Steve Jobs was a hostile asshole. Like that is who he was. Like,
But that's how he got shit done, man.
But see, like that's why I'm saying, like, I don't agree with the method, but
yeah,
if it will get me a cool ass phone,
yeah.
Dude, the results are there, man. I mean, the results are there. Like
this motherfucker would tell people, he would just be like, make it do it. He
with
would just
the font, right?
Yeah.
They didn't want to put the fonts on the first Macintosh, but he's like, "Yo, no, we're gonna deliver with fonts, and I need it done by like tomorrow."
Bro, he told the motherfuckers, make this computer say "Hello World," or you could just not come to work. Like it was just like it was like I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna say it in the demo. If it don't work, I'm gonna tell them it was you. You try to work anywhere in this town again. Yeah. And it's just like that's aggressive. But did the computer say hello? Like. So I'm saying, like, it's crazy. Like
no, exactly. Like as long as you can like show it, you know, like now Apple's all about like, oh no, like if we have it say something inappropriate, we're gonna get like exposed or some shit like that. You know, it's like just go for it, you know, at this point. I mean, how long are we gonna wait? We're gonna wait like I bet you it's not gonna come out like early next year. It'll be like late next year. We'll finally get something. You know,
I think Apple is going to slow fade Apple Intelligence into the fucking background. I think that, like the same way how the Vision Pro is currently getting faded out right now. Like we're actively watching the Vision Pro get sunsetting.
Did they get a new OS for it?
They did, but they said Vision Pro 3 times in that whole fucking presentation.
Yeah, it was
like, man, I swear to God, they talked about the Apple Watch longer. Like it was like, man, y'all really gave up on that one. And I mean, the first 10 minutes was just about the F1 movie.
Yeah,
that they fucking paid to finance. So it's like it was a commercial. Like it was literally like you might as well just go watch the movie.
I'm gonna go see it.
Of course, Apple's gonna make sure that all the people who watch that keynote are gonna go see it because the whole beginning starts. It's an F1 fucking thing.
Was it a good? Was it a new trailer?
It starts with Craig. No, it is Craig Federighi driving around the fucking top in an F1 car while fucking what's his face Tim Cook is sitting at the control screen looking at all the screens and talking. It's like it's a fucking gimmick. It's not like a commercial.
It wasn't a trailer. Okay.
No, but I feel like if they dropped a trailer on it, more people would have watched that keynote.
They should drop like a sneak preview.
Nah. I mean, I'm pretty sure there is
they
one
have it on Apple
Plus.
TV. I think you can watch a.
There's definitely a special look trailer. There's no.
They already had early screenings.
Yeah. I mean,
but I want to see if it's good or not.
I mean,
they did a lot to try to make it good.
Well, my thing is,
they had a whole fake 11th F1 team all of last season.
Is the script good? One.
Well, that's
and is the director good? Because we know it has more than enough money. It has enough money to race in an F1 race.
The script has to be good.
The UFC pay-per-view.
But even with a good script, you have to get stuff right.
And that's what I'm saying.
The writing has to be right.
I mean, for example, Ford versus Ferrari is one of my favorite.
That's a great one.
Perfect. But this is my thing. I don't fucking like cars. That movie is amazing. When I'm watching that movie, I love cars.
I
love everything. But that's my thing. Like I'm understanding what's happening in it. I know what's going on with the car. I understand the terminology that they're saying, and I know nothing about cars. So it's like you need a script that good, in my opinion, and actors who could play that good. Like for this one to hit. Because what was that last movie, Gran Turismo? I haven't seen it, but the reviews said it did not hit like
horrible.
That.
I
didn't watch the.
I wouldn't say it was horrible, but I felt like it was kind of dry at a lot of times.
It was so dry.
A lot of people said that the writing was very bad. A lot of people were like, the talking is the worst part of the movie.
I don't know if I would pin it on the writing. I feel like there were a lot of directors' choices to make a scene in a dark room.
Yeah, it was legit.
You said there was a lot of choices made on set.
Yeah, like I feel like that was not necessarily fully the writing because it's a true story.
Yeah,
you could have told it a different way.
No, facts.
It was the perspective of how they told it was bad.
Yeah, they did this. I think it was like 2017 in Gran Turismo on the PS4. It had a thing called GT Academy sponsored by Nissan. You could go race in it. The top 5 people or whatever got chosen to race in that Nissan race car at the 2017 Le Mans or whatever it was, or the WEC championship for that year. They didn't do good, but they kind of built a crap car. And
they didn't do good.
I don't know if it was totally on the drivers. The car was never as good as it was supposed to be.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a Ananya.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you checked the battery.
It says 73.
Now we know 73 is not enough.
Okay, 73 is not enough battery.
Which is astounding. 'Cause
Yeah.
I usually leave.
you have another
with half a
battery?
I do.
Where at?
In my backpack.
Is it worth it? Can I just switch him to my laptop?
Yeah, I just switch
Yeah,
it. I
I'll
was
be-
gonna say it's probably just easier.
So we can see something.
Well, yeah, but I'm excited for that F1 movie.
Yeah, no, it looks good. It
I
definitely
will
looks
check
good.
it out, but like, I'm not. I don't want to say excited, but like, I'm not like, ooh, I gotta get to the theater for it. Let me say that.
I'm not like I need. Well, I guess I'm gonna go see it in theaters probably because I haven't seen anything in theaters for a long time.
Yeah, I
and
gotta see
know
Lilo
it's
and
actually
Stitch.
coming
That's
out.
the only thing I've been thinking about.
But my thing with it is like it's gotta be a certain level of good, or else it'll just seem corny. Like so many car movies
Facts.
just come off.
It's
as being
also
corny.
we're right on
Facts.
the wave of F1 that makes me feel like it could be corny. That's like it makes me feel like F1 is so big that like the Apple TV producers were like, let's just buy a F1 script. Like that's my fear. Like, that's kind of where I think that's the way I can articulate it. I don't think I could put a finger on it until now, but it's like I'm afraid you were just like, there's hype, let's buy a script.
Yeah.
Like
And there is a good F1 movie. It's Chris Hemsworth.
oh, I haven't seen that.
It's
One.
called Rush.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Actually, amazing.
Chris
It's
Hemsworth's a
based
good
in
actor.
like the 50s.
Oh wow,
Or no, it was later.
like a
than that.
period.
Maybe the 70s.
I like a period piece.
When was it? Had to be like the 70s.
Not this decade. Not this.
But
millennia.
Chris Hemsworth plays James Hunt. The other lead plays Niki Lauda.
I don't know who either of those
Yeah.
people are. Yeah, you might as well.
They're
just say-
F1 world champions.
True.
Yeah.
True. Is it based on a true story?
Yeah, it is a true story.
True.
That's true too. Isn't this one fictional? The F1 movie. This
Yeah.
one isn't real.
I'm
That's
pretty
another
sure
thing. Like, there's no.
Yeah,
there's no
so this
fallback
one's
material.
not a true story.
Yeah, there's no fallback.
I believe what it is essentially the story of an outgoing like veteran driver and his teammate is a young rookie. And they're working at this team. They're trying to help this team build to be better because that's kind of what you have
Conflict
to do.
and strife, and then they
So-
got to come together.
When you're in
Rookies
F1,
gotta
there are two
step
teams,
up.
two teammates for each team. So you have two cars. When your team is like at the back of the pack and you are not the fastest car, you need to work together to develop the car to make it better, to give them the right information to go design a better car because it's a development war as well as like fighting on track.
Yeah.
So it's kind of supposed to be that story, but yeah, it's none of it's real.
True.
What is
I'm
this guy's
interested.
name? Daniel Bruhl is
I don't
the
know
other
what the fuck
guy.
that is.
I think you've seen him and stuff.
What as an F1 fan, what is your favorite part of F1? Like, what is the reason that it's cool to
It's
you?
that guy.
I don't know who the fuck that is though.
But yeah, Thor.
That hair is killing me.
Oh, he has the whole movie.
Does he do an American accent?
No, he's British.
Oh, okay, good.
They're
Good,
both
good. I like
not
that.
from
No,
the
I just
US.
didn't want to.
Niki Lauda was German.
I didn't want him to have to be stuck in American. He doesn't have. He doesn't
James
do best
Hunt was a
American.
British driver.
That's good.
Yeah, Hunt.
But what's your favorite part about like F1? Like, why do you watch it? Like, and I feel like, well, is like
The competition, anything can happen.
okay.
Like the
'Cause
guys
I was
winning
just
the
wondering,
whole
like, I
time
guess
and his
how they
tire
could
explodes.
synthesize the favorite parts of F1 into a movie.
Well, I don't. That's the thing. You got to tell a story with it. Because also, what I love about F1 is it's the
Each
season
season's a
throughout the
storyline.
whole year.
Yeah.
You get a whole storyline. Stuff's happening. There's drama. People don't like each other. There's only 20 of them. It's not like the MLB with 500.
Yeah, it's like a
athletes.
reality show. It's like
There are only 20 of them. Next year there will be 24. Pretty hyped for that. 2 new teams. We get Audi and GM Cadillac, or Andretti Cadillac. So US is going to be there. Ford's with Red Bull. Next season might be kind of spicy. This season might end up being spicy, but it looks like McLaren's running away with it. So it's going to be Lando versus Oscar, and then
yeah.
that's their choice.
I got you.
I want Lando to win. Other people want Oscar to win.
Contextually, I understood a little bit of that.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be interesting because like even all this stuff done in Rush was done on like set tracks. Like they recreated everything. Some of it's CGI, but it's done pretty well.
Okay.
This one, last year they had a fake F1 team at every race with their own garage. And they'd like do stuff.
That's
like
so expensive.
they would start with the other cars at the beginning of the race at the back and do the first lap at the back. So they could film it as it was broadcast like an actual race.
Dang.
That's expensive as shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
They paid so much money for this.
And then they had private shooting days where they took other drivers out. Like, there are other drivers in the movie who have roles. So there are, like, real drivers.
That's scary, though, because they might not be able to act well. They might take you out of the, like, they might take me, like, out of the
They probably have to
the
act
reality
as-
of
But
the
I
movie.
think for them, to an extent, if they did it right, it should just be...
Oh yeah, it
like
should
their
feel like
normal job.
it should feel like a normal job, but like cameras on for people who don't
Like,
do
you're
camera
an F1
jobs.
driver, this is an F1 interview, we're just
Yeah,
asking
but
about
like
that
once
guy
again,
instead of
like
that guy.
there's a difference between doing your job and doing your job on camera.
No, and
because I feel like because you
but
like
they're
okay,
on
let me
camera all the time.
I guess what I'm saying is like
They've all been in Drive to Survive. They all do news interviews. After
Yeah,
everything.
I guess, but what I'm saying is like so like there's a difference between like.
Not gonna
like-
lie, I have to run to the bathroom.
True. There's a
Why?
difference between like LeBron like doing an interview after a game and putting LeBron in a Space Jam movie and expecting me to think he's an actor.
I mean, yeah.
Does that make sense? Like,
No.
because it's like there's
LeBron and
there's Michael Jordan talking in a documentary, and then there's like Michael Jordan on the court and shit. But then it's like I watch him in fucking Space Jam, and like I'm not gonna say it's a believable performance.
All right, but to be fair,
Like-
Space Jam was also animated.
I'm giving you. I say that, but what I'm saying is like hearing him say lines, like
No.
even
Yeah.
like for example, Shaq in a Gold Bond commercial, Shaq in any commercial. Like
I don't
it's
think-
like the second a camera's on, it's like some people are just not made for that. Even if it's just hey, be yourself. It's like the second the camera's on, it's like what the fuck is myself?
Well,
like,
I think it'll be different than that in a bit, in a few ways. So I think no one has really like a major role. Like no one's like the antagonist.
yeah, it's more
causing
just like
problems.
talking some shit.
It's
like,
more like,
quick
oh,
cameo.
you know, this driver, this is how they reacted to that, and it's a quick interview. Like, they
yeah,
did
like
this,
they're
what's your
giving
reaction?
commentary. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. See
Or-
now if it,
because
now,
they
look,
ask
if you,
drivers that after
Yeah, I was
races,
about to
they're
say,
like,
so
"Did you
if
see
they-
what happened between these two guys?"
so
What
so
do you
like if
think
that's
about
the
that?"
setup, I would think it would be perfect.
So I think it might be some of that. I know there's parts where certain drivers have had to go on shooting days to drive with them. So like something on track happened between.
Ooh,
the
and then you'll
movie
actually
and
be
the
able to
real
see like
driver.
reaction shots between a real driver and the
But like the real
ooh.
driver is like he doesn't have to say anything. It's just a helmet
Yeah.
in a car. It technically probably could have been someone else.
Yeah.
But I think they wanted some movie credits.
No, I mean like add to the realism. Like if you have money from Apple,
And
use
not
it.
everyone did that.
Like,
Yeah, not
if
everyone did.
Apple's financing your movie, I want a fucking garage at all of the F1 races too.
I think one of the
Like,
drivers is on the director's list too.
that's insane. But
He-
I mean,
he-
like
he
they
does a
probably
lot of stuff.
But I was about to say that's probably how you get more realistic angles of cars. That's how you like actually are able to have that feel in camera for what it is like to drive an F1 car. It probably is better to have someone in the director's chair who's done it, who knows what it is.
It's also, do you know who Joseph Kaczynski is?
Hell no.
He did like new Top Gun.
Oh, okay, that doesn't give me hope.
No, I like new Top Gun.
I don't like.
I
any
thought
Top
he
Guns.
nailed a lot of part. Well, okay.
I got a problem with just movies that exist for adrenaline and like hype. Like I don't know, it's like popcorn movies, and I mean like I like a good popcorn movie, but like those just aren't my type. If generally anything with Tom Cruise, I feel like is a at home movie, and I
I
just
saw
don't
Top
wanna...
Gun like outside at like one of those outdoor movies.
Top Gun is like
original
something I'll watch
or
because
Maverick?
it's like if my parents put that shit on TV and I'm like at their house, I'll sit down and watch Top Gun.
Well, so what they nailed in Top Gun Maverick, though, that a lot of people appreciated about it, is all of the stuff of them trying to act like fighter pilots seemed real.
Got it. So it had like a real feel to like
Yeah.
this feels like
So
what they
like
really
the
do.
call outs they were doing on the radio, that kind of thing.
Continuity
they nailed
wise,
it down.
like it was good.
This is, if you were in the Air Force, this would seem familiar.
Okay, that's
Like
awesome.
there are guys on YouTube
Okay, that
who are
gives
like
me hope.
actual pilots
that gives me hope.
who saw the movie and were like, yeah, sounds totally good. They're calling things what they should be called.
That's awesome.
So
That is cool.
he did that with Maverick.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we get that.
Well, I mean,
think that's
I
why
was
he
about to
picked
say,
as
I was about to say,
director.
with a director on there who's from F1, I would assume that was probably a choice by somebody like
Well,
that.
I don't know if he is. I just googled it and it didn't.
Well, I mean,
say.
credited in any
I think
way.
he's more involved than any of the other drivers. I'm not.
That's
positive.
what's up. I don't
He's
know.
the type
maybe
of
I,
guy. He-
Maybe
he
maybe
would
I
leave.
should be a little bit more excited for this movie.
He would leave F1 and start making music and then start a TV show and then start a clothing brand.
Hey, use your social cachet
It's
while
Lewis.
you can.
Yeah.
Lewis Hamilton?
Yeah.
It's that fucker? Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
But
Why
then
you
again,
just said it's that fucker?
yeah, because it's the only fucker I know. Him and what's the
yeah.
other Verstappen?
Verstappen.
da, 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 da.
I know him. Those
You know
only
that?
only two. No.
You
Fuck
don't know the da 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 da.
I don't know that.
Oh, you don't know that?
No.
It's just these guys in the
I know
Netherlands
nothing
made
about
this
F1.
song about
Yeah.
it.
I don't know.
Boris is like, you all been talking Chinese.
No, but this is like getting used in memes.
Yeah, no. I
But
don't-
it's like these guys
F1
in
memes do not get served. by
Yeah,
directions.
exactly.
No, but it's
I
like
only-
other
I
memes.
only-
It'll just
I
have
only
that
know their
noise.
names because of like bleed through from like people who like podcast I watch, and they're like, I got an F1 this week, and now I gotta like listen to them talk for like 15 minutes about their F1 hype, so I can get back to the episode. They're like, I
Yeah,
want to
'cause
see.
it's fucking hype.
I mean, I bet it is, but like,
Fucking hype.
I don't care how many of the podcast hosts I follow end up
We
watching.
got
I'm not
Canada
going.
today, mate.
Yeah, nah, I'm good. I'm good on
Canada this weekend.
Canada. It's
I
just
don't fucking
Canada.
get it.
If this movie is actually like has actual F1 information and it's actually good, maybe I'll get into it. But
Watch Drive to Survive.
No,
No, see, I watched
man.
Drive to
No,
Survive.
you fuckers.
Drive to
It
Survive's
seems like
good.
a cult with that damn show, man. I can't. 'Cause
It's good.
Back when I was still on Twitter, just the amount of shit where I'm like, bro, y'all are talking about this like Game of Thrones, bro. This is fucking like, this is crazy.
No, but it's good.
It is good. It is good.
They did
Nah,
the
we-
show good for a long time.
I mean, it's the same. They did another sports show on Netflix that got rated well. I think it was about golf or some shit.
Yeah,
it's the same
Netflix
people.
started Drive to Survive first. The Drive
But
to
but I'm
Survive.
saying it's the same crew from Netflix. on
Drive
both
to
shows.
Survive went for like 3 years. Drive to Survive blew up. F1 viewership also blew up. So then every other sport was like, we want it. There's a NASCAR one, a baseball one, a golf one, a basketball one.
Yeah, there's
That's
starting
crazy.
5.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I don't know, man. It's like, that's too much.
Yeah, so every other sport was like, we're doing a Drive to Survive. So yeah, there's a golf one. I liked the golf one. I don't know. I watched the first season of it, and then it didn't really grab me again.
Yeah.
Didn't check out the baseball one.
I
I watched part of the NASCAR one, but it's also like, I don't know.
I don't think I care about no sports players enough. I mean, I don't really
Yeah.
like sports.
But
I
it wasn't.
watch documentaries and,
It's
and shit like
it's
that.
more
I
like
like
a
a
sports
documentary.
doc.
I don't like a sports
It's more
doc,
like
though.
a sports documentary. It's
Sports docs just
I
get,
don't really watch
So-
sports.
I think I just
Yeah,
don't relate
it's
enough
like-
because I'd be like, damn, y'all so serious about this, and I cannot find out how. Like, and I mean, like, I feel it. It's like it's not my lane.
Also, I'm not.
Well, it's just
I'm
what
not
they
that
do.
big enough of a fan
Yeah,
of like any player. Like even LeBron starting 5. I was like,
I was about to say,
I didn't really
man,
even watch it like that.
Like,
Yeah, no.
I'm more into
Like-
sports history. This is one of those things where I
Yeah,
feel like
facts,
it's like
facts.
F1 right now is going crazy. I guarantee you in like 2038, I'm gonna be reading up and watching about all of the shit that's happening right now, and I'm gonna be like, "Whoa, that's crazy! It's cool!"
yeah,
like,
facts.
like I like it when it becomes history. I like it when I get to like look back on the
they're
whole
on their
story.
75th season.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. Like that movie Rush sounds fucking cool.
Yeah, go check that.
That's what I'm saying. Like Rush sounds cool. It's like
I'm
I
so
kind of know.
mad. I
It's like
can't
I don't want to
stream
find
it on
anything out that's
anything
new.
right now.
You can stream anything at any time. Streaming's a choice.
Honestly,
I'd rather watch like an actual game than watch a documentary. You know,
Nah, I'm straight.
like
I mean,
the
I don't- I
actual
Sometimes
NBA
I'll
game-
flop back and forth, but like if it's something you don't watch, I'll watch the doc and then get interested and then go.
Like
watch.
I'd rather watch a chess match, you know, than some of these documentaries.
I feel like I could
What was
never
that
watch
Gambit
another
show?
sport and
Queen's
I'd be
Gambit.
Gucci.
Yeah,
Like
Queen's
sports
Gambit.
could disappear tomorrow.
Nah,
I'd be like, thank you. Like I'm good.
nah.
yeah, I'd be kind of bored.
Nah, man.
Kind of bored.
It'd be hella boring.
Nah, man.
Hella
Life
boring
is
without-
I got a fantasy football draft here in like a day.
it's crazy work. Yeah. Sports can catch me for like a season at a time.
1 day, 12 hours, 0 minutes.
Crazy
Well,
work.
1 minute, but you know who's counting.
Crazy work. Crazy
Wow.
work. Well, yeah.
Were we gonna? Do we
How
have
long have we
time?
been going? Yeah, I was about to say, are we even going to get to the second part of the title that
I don't
we
know.
want to keep
I
so
don't know.
intensely?
There's an Xbox handheld. The Switch 2 is coming. Interesting stuff.
I was about to say, should we save
Catch
this-
it next
should
time
we
on
save
Better
that-
Than Cable.
Should we say the second half of the title for next week?
Yeah, why not?
We'll go in and
Why
just
not?
we'll take the back title
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
It's been
facts.
slow.
Yeah.
Stretch it out.
Yeah, I mean
Facts.
for real, we got
Fair
a lot
enough.
out of that. You know, like there's been a lot in the news lately.
Yeah.
Facts.
Man, yeah. Any final thoughts?
No. We got a quote? Should I redo my Ricky Bobby quote?
I got a quote.
Okay, send it.
Laser, Gazer, Speed Racer, Pacers in 5.